Good morning, ladies. We are going to do a sweet practice this morning. I have a few things on my mind that I'm targeting. Number one is the core. I have to carry my patio furniture out of the basement to the backyard coming up after this class. So I want to make sure that I have my core well warmed up and lit up and awake. And so that's one of my thoughts today. I'm going to do some core conditioning and a great warm-up for the whole body. We are doing yoga and Pilates blended together with dance because you know that's my history. I am your 65 plus instructor. I've been teaching for 50 years, and at this point it's all blending together in my head. I have so much going on in here I can't even talk about it, but we're going to get warmed up right now. We have some nice slow rhythmic beats coming up, and they're going to help to motivate our bodies. So let's get started. I'm just going to turn off this switch. And here comes our music. Let's start by thinking about where we are today, what's happening around us, in our lives, in our bodies, and we're just going to close our eyes and take a couple of breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Drop the shoulders. Pull in the chin a little bit. Spread out the toes on the mat. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Tighten up your thighs. And slowly open your eyes and bring your hands down beside you. Let's start by rolling the shoulders up into the ears, and we inhale, take a big breath in, then sigh. Oh my goodness, it's so great to be back on the yoga mat. Inhale up and exhale, sigh. Just let everything roll off your shoulders. I know there is a world of distraction and mayhem out there, but for this 1 hour, we are letting it go. Inhale up and sigh. Inhale up and sigh. Let's bring the hands up through the center to the heart, and then open to a cactus position, taking the heart and opening it, and then relaxing the hands down. Pull up your pelvic floor, bring your hands to your heart. A big breath in, opening, and exhale, let it relax. Hands are coming up. Say a little prayer for me, guys. Hands apart. And relax. Hands come up. Say a little prayer for you. Open. And relax. Relax your hands down by your side and your shoulders back. Lift your pelvic floor. We're taking the head to the right shoulder, the chin across the chest. The head to the left shoulder. And then slowly coming back up. If you want to take your head to the back, go ahead. Exhaling down. I want to remind you that this is just my own personal workout, and I'm sharing it with you. I am not a personal trainer. I am just Grandma Gail with 9 grandchildren and a few ladies who join me every morning to make my day. We're taking our head to the left side and the chin to the chest and the head slowly up the right side. If you want to take your head to the back, go ahead. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Slow the breathing. Notice how your neck is feeling. How are your shoulders feeling? And bring your head up, looking forward. We're bending our knees slightly, sitting into a chair, taking a breath in, and then just relaxing the hands down, possibly to the shins, possibly to the floor, whatever works today. Relaxing the back of the neck, taking a big breath in, and then exhaling to roll up. And again, shoulders back, chin in, a big breath in. Exhaling slowly down. At the bottom, relax the neck. Take a big breath in. And exhale, roll up. Shoulders come back, chin in. Lifting the pelvic floor. Inhale and exhale slowly down. Relaxing. Taking a big breath in and exhaling, rolling up. Come to the end of your mat. We'll take our hands up through the center in the prayer position and then straight up, a little stretch up and back, pulling in the tummy, and then bringing the hands back down through the center, bending the knees a lot, squatting, hands to the floor. Walking halfway up the mat, rocking the hips a bit side to side, not worrying about getting the heels down, bringing the knees very slowly towards the floor. Noticing how things are feeling, pulling the tummy up into the spine. Stretching back towards child's pose. Coming up to cat, pulling in the tummy. Walking the hands forward to half plank. Pulling in the tummy again. And then lowering really slowly. Just taking my time with everything here. And now lifting just the head and shoulders. And coming back down. Doing a lady's push-up. And going back to child's pose. Walking the hands back through the center of the knees. I'm coming up through the deep low squat. So I get my feet underneath me. Knees apart, take a breath. And then slowly exhale, coming to standing. I'm going to repeat that. I'm just going through my whole body. Bringing the hands up through the prayer position. Going through the whole body and seeing how it feels. Reaching up and back with the hands and doing a heart lifting stretch towards the ceiling. Then bringing the hands back down through the prayer position. I'm sitting into a deep low squat. Again. Hands to the floor, walking up towards down dog, but I'm not really pushing my heels down. I'm just wagging my tail a little. Take a breath in, digging the fingertips into the mat, and then really slowly coming to hands and knees, very slow. Myself back towards child's pose, taking a breath there. Coming up to cat pose, digging in the fingertips, keeping the elbows soft, relaxing the back of the neck as I contract the core. Up to half plank, pulling in my tummy first, and then slowly lowering into the mat. Taking a breath in, head and shoulders lifting, and then coming down as I exhale. Take a breath in and exhale to a lady's push-up. And go back to the child's pose. I'm staying here in child's pose, just breathing. And now you'll be glad to know we're turning over onto our backs and laying down right away. So I did a lot yesterday, a lot for me. Shoulders down, chin in, hands out to the side in the T position. Just rock your knees side to side slowly. So this is just a little rocking windshield wiper type movement of the knees. I did a lot yesterday. That included a hard class and mountain biking for an hour, and then visiting somebody to help them organize their house and move things around and do some cleaning and vacuuming. And by the time I went to bed, my back was really tired, and it was complaining to me that I had pushed it to its limit. So I'm thinking about my back, and I'm thinking I want to strengthen my core and get ready for more shenanigans today. So I'm bringing one knee in at a time, giving it a hug, and then putting the foot down. And I'm just noticing how this feels. Exhaling, chin in, and hug. Exhaling, knee in, chin in, hug. So I'm noticing that my back actually feels pretty good this morning, even though I worked it really hard for me yesterday. I'm going to stretch my legs down the mat and continue with the hugs. Exhale, knee in, chin in, and then stretch the leg down the mat. Exhale. Inhale. I love this little move. I do it quite often. It's a great wake up for my core, and it starts to stretch out the lower back and the buttocks. I'm going to do 4 more. Exhale, pull it in. Two more. Okay, that went all right. I'm being a little bit tentative today. I'm going on to some gentle twists. I'm starting with my feet on the floor, knees bent, and I'm going to twist my knees to one side. Look away from the knees, take a breath in, and then exhale, center. I'm inhaling as I twist and exhaling to center. And I'm just noticing how this feels. I'm going to ask more of myself. But before I ask more of myself, I'm going to take note of what my baseline is for this morning. So that's going all right. I'm bringing the knees up. I'm going to do some more single leg stretches, keeping the head lifted off the floor, having a look at my knees. If my neck was bothering me, I'd leave my head on the floor, but I'm extending one leg at a time and hugging one knee in at a time. And I'm going to let myself exhale every time. 8, 7, 4, 3, again. So I'm noticing that I developed neck tension as I did that. And I'm going to make sure to look over my shoulder as I do these next coming twists. My legs are lifted, and I'm exhaling to a twist with elevated legs. And then coming back to center, inhaling. Pulling in the tummy, exhaling, looking away from the knees. And inhaling to center. If my back had felt twingy to me, I would be leaving my toes on the floor for this. This is a little harder than with the legs in the air. But I'm feeling good, and this is feeling great. So I'm carrying on. I'm going to do 4 more of these. 3. 2. And 1. Putting the feet on the floor, I would like to wake up my buttocks and lower back. So I'm going to start with a half bridge. Pulling in the tummy first, then pelvic tilt, squeeze the buttocks, and start floating the hips up. Hold it at the top. Then reverse that, pull in the tummy, pelvic tilt, and roll it down. This feels like a little back rub to me. I'm exhaling as I lift. Holding it at the top, taking a breath in, and exhaling as I lower. Breath in, exhaling, lift. At the top, breath in, exhale, lower. Breath in, exhale, lift. Breath in, exhale, lower. And now bringing both knees in for a little hug. I'm coming onto my side with my knees bent and one arm under my head. I'm stretching out the top arm and leg, touching my toes to the floor and my fingers to the floor. Then I'm bringing the knee up and doing a side crunch, waking up my oblique abdominal muscles. And my hand is under my head, giving my head a little support. Exhaling here, inhaling here. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, stretch. 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 All right, that's going well. I'm putting one hand on the floor to help support. Pulling in my tummy, stretching the top leg out, and I'm going to draw little circles. Oh, not before I knock a painting off the wall though. Drawing little circles with my toes. right from the hip. So little circles with that top leg. Waking up all the muscles around my hip. Seeing how they're feeling. And now I'm going to reverse that. Little circles to the back. I'm trying not to wiggle my torso, holding my upper body really still. And I'm noticing that my hip is on fire. I'm really waking up the muscles in the hip. Bringing the knee up, I'm putting it on the floor for a little rest and giving it a bit of a massage. Because my butt is saying, holy, you haven't done that one in a while. Okay, that's good information. That muscle needs some more attention in future. So I'm using my hands now to help me sit up. And you know what, this painting is bothering me, so I have to put it back the way it goes. I will try not to kick it again. Let's get down on our other side. A hand under the head to support the head, knees bent. Stretching out the top arm and leg, touching the toes and the fingers to the floor, and then coming to a little crunch. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. Four more. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, stretching out my top leg, stacking my hips, putting one hand on the floor to help with my balancing. I'm taking the top leg in little circles, right from the hip, strengthening the muscles in my hip. Noticing how this feels. And I can tell right away that this side is stronger. Reversing the circles now. The circles are about the size of a basketball. And I'm trying not to wiggle. All the muscles are lighting up, which is awesome. I'm doing 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knee up, putting it on the floor, and giving the hip a little massage. All right, coming up to my hands and knees next. I'm using my arms to help me sit up. And I'm going to test out my shoulders with some Pilates push-ups, but not before I pull up my underwear because, yes, you know what happens there. So here I'm staying on my knees. I'm pushing my tail back towards my buttocks. Then I'm coming up to a half plank, I like lifting my feet. I'm doing a push-up and back again. Inhaling up to half plank. Exhaling to do the push-up. And then back to child's pose. Pulling in the tummy, inhaling up. Exhaling through the push-up. And back to child's pose. I'm doing 4 more of these. 3, 2, and 1. Resting in child's pose just to take a minute. Noticing how I'm feeling. Up to hands and knees. Next, I'm going to go through some bird dogs, opposite arm and leg, stretching out and touching the knee. Pulling the tummy in, spreading out the fingers, digging the fingertips into the floor, keeping a little bend in the elbows very slightly. Stretching out opposite arm and leg. Taking a breath in. And then exhaling and bringing it down. Change sides, stretch out arm and leg, flex your foot. Take a breath in and bring it down. Arm and leg. Take a breath in and bring it down. Stretch it out. Breath in. And bring it down. Stretch it out. Tummy tight. Breath in. Bring it down. Stretch out. Breath in. Bring it down. I'm doing 2 more. Stretch it out. Breath in. Bring it down. Stretch it out. Breath in. And bring it down. All right, that's all going okay. So I'm going on to my back to activate the core a little more. Here, laying on my back, I'm going to bring my knees up and have them above my hips. So my tummy's pulled in a little. I know you probably can't tell, but it actually is. I'm pulling my shoulders down, my chin in, my hands are on the floor by my hips, and I'm going to tap one toe down and then the other toe down. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. So I'm doing what I call little tip taps, trying to keep the tummy pulled in, pelvic floor lifted. I'm feeling my hip flexor muscles and my lower abs. And I'm also noticing that my lower back is a little tired. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm stretching my legs down to the bottom of the mat and my arms up and just stretching everything out, pulling in the tummy, taking a breath or two. And coming back onto my side. My knees are bent and I'm on my forearm. I'm trying to make sure my elbow is right beneath my shoulder. I'm making a fist out of my hand and pushing it down against the floor. And here, my knees are bent. I'm going to bring my hips up, squeeze my buttocks, push the hips forward until I have a nice alignment through the shoulder, hip, and knees. Come back and slowly back down. So I'm lifting with an exhalation and lowering, breathing in. Exhale, lift and squeeze. And inhale, lifting up out of the shoulder. Exhale, I'm trying not to let myself slouch in my shoulder. 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. And rest. So now coming to my other side. I know from my little leg circles before that this side's a little weaker. I'm going to be aware of that as I'm working. Making the fist, pushing it down, shoulder, elbow beneath the shoulder, knees bent. It's a lift, lifting out of the shoulders, squeeze, and inhale slowly down. Exhale, lift, and inhale slowly down. Exhale, lift, and inhale down. Exhale, lift, squeeze, inhale down. Doing 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. And rest. Coming to hands and knees. Pressing back to child's pose. Taking a minute to breathe. To keep engaging my core and challenging it. And I also want to do some down dog stretches. So I'm going to go from hands and knees, lift the knees, come to like a little quadruped crouch, and then press back towards down dog. I might pedal my heels a little, just seeing how the back of my legs are doing. Things are going really well so far. So here I am on hands and knees, fingertips digging in just a little, elbows a little bit bent. I take a breath in And then on my exhalation, I lift my knees. I pause. Take a breath in. And then exhale up toward the down dog. And I'm lifting and lowering my heels a little bit, waking up my calf muscles. Now I lift my heels and come down towards the quadruped, exhaling. I pause again, holding it above the floor, lower abs pulled in, take a breath, and then come down. Okay, now it's time for me to make a little assessment of how that went. And I'm going to do it again. Digging in my fingertips, digging in my toes, taking a breath in, exhaling, lifting the knees 1 inch above the mat and holding it. Taking a breath in. Exhaling, coming up towards down dog. Pressing the heels down and lifting them up. I'm pressing my heels down and lifting them up a few times. Then lifting my heels, holding my heels up, taking a breath in, scooping in my tummy muscles and coming down till my knees are still above the floor. I'm taking a breath and exhaling, bringing it down. Coming back to child's pose, because I noticed I was really shaking a lot as I did that. And I'm going to sit up next. So I noticed I was really shaking a lot as I did the last exercise, and that means I'm getting tired, which is good because that's the whole objective. You've got to challenge yourself a little. But I don't want to challenge myself to the point of injury, so I'm moving on to another type of core conditioning exercise. Sitting up, toes pointed, shoulders back and down. I'm going to turn to the right. Now I have to bend my right elbow because otherwise I hit this wall. But if I had a little more room, I might keep my arms straight. I'm going to twist 1, 2, 3, come to the center, then engage the muscles in my back to pull my shoulders back. My arms are attached, so they go back 2, and then go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, center, elbows back, engage between the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, center, inhale. Exhale, 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 1, 2, 3, center, open, inhale. One more on each side. 1, 2, 3, center, inhale. 1, 2, 3, center, inhale. Good work. I felt the muscles in between my shoulder blades really wake up as I was pulling my shoulders back. So that's awesome. Going on to a twist. And now I'll reach for my toes. Come back up and center and and engage the muscles between the shoulder blades to pull the shoulders back. To the left, exhale, touch the toes, come up, and center. Exhale, twist, reach, inhale up, center, exhale, twist, reach, inhale up, center, exhale, twist, reach, inhale up, center, exhale, twist, reach, up, center. 4 more, exhale, twist, reach, inhale up, center, exhale, twist, reach, inhale up, center. Last 2, exhale, twist, reach, up, center. Last 1, twist, reach, up, center. Alright, I'm coming onto my back again. Going on to some gentle scissors. I'm going to bring my knees in for a hug. Now I'm stretching one leg up, holding behind my thigh or my calf, whatever I can reach. And then stretching the other leg out, and it's hovering above the floor. Then I'm changing legs and pulling this in twice for a little pulse. Change, 1, 2, and I'm exhaling. Inhale on the change, exhale on the stretch. My head's lifted, but if my neck was bothering me, I'd put my head down. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Take a breath. Okay, turning over again onto hands and knees. Getting my hips and shoulders square. I'm going to go from quadruped to down dog to 3-leg dog to scorpion, back to 3-leg dog, and come back down to hands and knees. If I was feeling really tired, I'd just stay on my hands and knees and do the exercise from my hands and knees. But things are going well, so I'm going to progress. Taking a breath in, exhaling up to down dog, bringing my leg up to 3-leg dog, turning the knee out, making a scorpion, back to a 3-leg dog, and really slowly coming down to the quadruped, pausing, and then coming down. I'm up on my knees, going to give my shoulders a little break with a nice big arm circle, stretching my arms back, and bringing my hands down through prayer, hands to the floor. I'm going to do the other leg now. Tucking the toes, taking a breath in, digging in the fingertips, and exhaling through quadruped. I'm pausing here, taking a breath. Exhaling to down dog. Bringing my leg up, my other leg from last time, to the three-leg dog. Turning it out for a scorpion. Stretching out my hip a little. Back to three-leg dog. Taking a breath. And coming down slowly to the quadruped. Pausing, taking a breath, and coming down. My shoulders feel a little bit tired, so I'm coming up to my knees to do a nice big arm circle, opening my heart, bringing my hands back through the prayer position. Chin in, shoulders down, and I'm going to do both of those again. It's going good. Fingertips digging in, taking a breath. Exhaling up to quadruped, holding it, taking a breath. Exhaling up to down dog, taking a breath. Exhaling to three-leg dog. Scorpion, three-leg dog, breathing in and then coming down to quadruped to hold the quadruped, exhaling, 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 holding it, take a breath in, and come down. Back up on my knees. Pulling in the tummy, doing that big arm circle. And bringing my hands down to my heart. Hands on the floor, tucking the toes. Taking a breath. Exhaling to quadruped. Breathing in. Exhaling to down dog. Breathing in, exhaling to three-leg dog, breathing in, exhaling to scorpion, breathing in, three-leg dog, and exhaling down really slowly to quadruped, holding it for the last time, breathing in, and coming down. Okay, Mama's tired. Let's do a big circle with the arms. Oh yeah. Very nice. Okay. Next, I'm bringing my right leg forward to the front of the mat. I'm gonna stretch out my hip. Just seeing how it goes. Coming in and out of the stretch a couple of times. And coming forward to hold the stretch. Squaring my shoulders to the short end of the mat and dropping them down. I'm lifting my left arm up. And I'd like to draw a great big circle and open up my heart. Reach out as if I'm doing a warrior two. Now holding the back thigh, I'm reaching up with my right hand. And I'm going to bring my hands down to the floor on the instep side of my front foot. Come onto the blade of my forward foot and let my knee turn out as I do a little twist, opening up into an easy twist. And bringing my hand back to the mat and my knee parallel. I'm going back to child's pose. Stretching back to take a breath. the left foot forward to the left top corner of the mat, squaring my shoulders to the end of the mat and bringing my hips forward a little and back. And I'm going to bring my hips forward and hold it. Leaving my left hand on my left thigh, I'm reaching my right hand up, taking a big breath. And I'm opening that in a circle, reaching to the back. And then I'm reaching both hands out like warrior two. And now the back hand is holding the thigh and I'm reaching straight up. And my hands are coming down to the instep side of my front foot. I'm coming onto the blade of my foot, the outside, the opposite of the instep, letting my knee turn out and doing an easy twist. And then coming out of that, bringing my knee back to my shoulder. Back to a child's pose. Taking a breath here. Coming to hands and knees. It's time for me to lay on my back. I have my knees bent. I'm pulling my shoulders down and away from my ears. Just laying here for a minute with my hands down, palms up. And I'm just going back to that little windshield wiper rocking movement that I did earlier. I'm testing to see how the lower back is feeling. And it's feeling really good to me. Put the soles of my feet together and relax the knees open like butterfly wings. And bring my hands into a cactus position, pulling my chin in. And now laying here, just taking a couple of breaths. Letting myself sink into the mat. Both knees to one side and relaxing them there, and stretching my arms up a little higher into a bit of a YMCA type pose. If you do the YMCA dance, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just taking a few breaths, relaxing, taking note of how everything is feeling. I'm feeling really good. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to activate my whole body warm up all my muscles. I wanted to make sure that my back was ready because I'm going to move furniture next. Taking the knees slowly to the other side. My knees back to the center. I'm stretching my legs down the mat. Bringing my hands down beside my hips, palms up. I have to scooch up a little bit. And here I like to pull my shoulders down away from my ears, pull my chin in, touch my big toes together for a second or two and relax. Touch the big toes together for a second and relax. Now I'm bending my knees, rolling slowly onto my side, putting one arm under my head, and taking a minute to think, isn't it nice that we are allowed and we are responsible for giving ourselves what we need. And that includes a little tender, loving care and consideration. Let's slowly come up to sitting. Use the arms to help. I'm going to get up off the floor very slowly, putting one foot in front of me into a lunge position. Taking a minute to take a breath. Notice how I'm feeling. I'm good. I'm not feeling dizzy. And there's nothing I'm going to trip on, so I'm going to get all the way up. Take a breath. And tell you one more time just how glad I'm here with you. Oh my gosh. Give the workout a thumbs up if you liked it, guys. And subscribe. Bye-bye, YouTubers.